Alright, so let's get started on this tumbler. It's actually a water bottle tumbler, but this is the one that we're going to be working on today. It's got some really bad spots, but I just got done spraying it with Rust-Oleum 2 times clear, and we're going to put a second coat on it. Again, this is Rust-Oleum 2 times clear. This is a game changer when you're working with anything that needs to have a coat of protection before you put it on your turner to epoxy. Alrighty, we're going to use some Mod Podge. We're going to use a makeup brush. Like I said before, shout out to Courtney's Customs. She uses Mod Podge and a makeup brush. This is her method and it's awesome. So I want to thank her for introducing it to me. Shout out to Courtney's Customs. So what we're going to do first is we are going to just open the Mod Podge. I usually pour a little bit in my lid. And I'm going to get it on that makeup brush pretty generously. And we're just going to start painting this. I want this whole cup, tumbler, covered in this, because if you try and do this in different steps, you're going to really be able to tell that glitter is not the same. This is taped off at the bottom, so I'm not worried about getting it all the way at the bottom in case you're wondering. So I'm just going to go through this process and get this whole thing covered. Whoa. We don't have to be super neat about this because it's going to be covered. This is where it's looking pretty rough. But as soon as I get this thing covered, here comes the glitter, because Mod Podge does dry pretty fast. Since it's so thick, it probably won't dry as fast as what I'm hoping it doesn't. I think we'll be okay. I'm trying to keep my hand out of the camera, guys. Sorry, I'm just learning this whole camera thing. So it's new to me. Bear with me and I'll get better, I promise. Alrighty, we're getting to the, I think, the finishing point here. Once I have it all covered, I'm going to go down and just straighten it out a little bit. Make sure we've got good coverage. Every once in a while I see like this nasty boogery thing of Mod Podge, and I would just, if I were you, I would just stop and take those off. Again, this edge is going to be, the edges are both stainless steel, so there is tape, they're taped off, so if you're wondering why I'm not getting all the way to the bottom, that's why. Alright guys, I think we're ready for glitter. Alright. Okay, here we go. Let me get that Mod Podge put away real quick. The last thing I need is glitter in there. Okay, that's not gonna work. Alrighty. I am gonna fold this because I don't want glitter to fall in the glue. Alright, so here we go. Actually, let's put a piece of paper down. That'll help me stay where I'm supposed to in the camera and with my glitter. Alright, so here we go. And I'll show you how we can use and reuse this glitter. just going to pour it down like that, and then I let it fall and tap. The glitter I'm using right now is nothing fancy. It's actually the little tiny bags of different colors that come in a set at Dollar Tree. Alright, so far, that's what we're looking at. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick this paper up. I'm going to fold it in half slightly. And I'm going to bring the cup back over. And we're going to do it again. Now, this is where you kind of have to work fast, because every time we're doing that, this Mod Podge is drying. So, you'll get quick at it, just like with everything else. The more you do it, the better you get. I think I've been doing tumblers for about at least a year. I will be honest though, glitter is not my favorite thing to do, but people like glitter, so I don't mind it. It's just glitter everywhere. Alright, I'm going to go a little quicker, guys. So, just, don't be afraid to lay lots of papers down and reuse that glitter. A lot of people don't reuse glitter once it falls, but there's no problem with that, really. Okay, I'm almost done. I want to make sure I get this top really good. This is going to be a really pretty water tumbler. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. They were given to me to make some inspirational art. So that's what I'm doing. Alright, hopefully this hasn't dried. I'm just going around now looking to see if there's maybe somewhere I missed, which I don't really see. And this is our second coat. Sorry if that's loud. I do want to go over the rim again. And but see how much glitter we still have? I mean, that's a good amount. Okay, we're gonna call that good. After I'm done, I like to do one of these. My camera's gonna shake, everything's gonna shake. Alright, so that is done. Let me get it in frame. I'm still learning, guys. So sorry. It's beautiful though, isn't it? The color, so pretty. So pretty. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that dry. Then I'm going to come back in again with Rust-Oleum 2x clear. Once that's dry, I'm going to slightly run my hand over it and see if there's any rough spots. There probably isn't, but I do like to make sure that the little tiny pieces of glitter are pushed down pretty well. With fine glitter, you don't have to really worry about that. Chunky glitter for sure, because you'll get sharp little, what feels like knives popping out of your epoxy if you're not careful. So I'm going to let this dry, spray it with 2x Rust-Oleum clear. Then I'm going to be putting it on my turner with epoxy. So stay tuned for that part. Thanks, guys.